It's great to be back in person this year for the first time. Obviously the pandemic threw a spanner in the last few years kind of events. It's great to see the community again, particularly the buying community. There's been a bit of kind of turbulence, I guess, in the media around where podcasting is, but it really speaks to the positivity, the opportunity. Brands are continuing to invest in the space. So it's just a fantastic kind of coming together of the broader community in the podcast space. I think measurement is obviously a key one, particularly from the brand side. A lot of the attendees today are obviously both buyers from agencies, but also brands direct. Measurement's always going to be a critical thing. I think also, there's been a bit of a consolidation in the space over the last kind of 6 to 8 months. Slowing down, if you will, in terms of the growth. So, addressing the, I guess, underinvestment from brands relative to other mediums, I think that's something that a lot of the panels have kind of highlighted, just the immense opportunity that exists. Yeah, as a presenter, I think our primary goal today was to really put Sony Music Podcasts on the map. We're an established legacy audio company, but from the podcast space, our kind of offering and investment has only been relatively recent. So ensuring that that identity of what Sony Music Podcast is crystal clear for the buying community, and ensuring that the talent that we align with, that Sony Music has a really unique kind of access to, those big name personalities and rich storytelling capabilities. Hopefully they've walked away with a better understanding of what Sony Music offers and brings to the podcast space. Yeah, in terms of what I'm hoping to take away from the time today, I mentioned, from a human perspective a little earlier, it's great to just, see old friends, familiar faces. So moving beyond that, it's also great to get an understanding of, the full size of the room. Obviously, there's so many agency and brand folks, so that speaks to the health of the podcast space. But also just getting an understanding of, the different formats, whether it be from the content side of things, but also ad formats that other companies are kind of looking at, kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit. It speaks to what Sony Music's trying to do to get advertisers to think beyond the mid-roll, some of the more established, expected kind of formats that brands have lent into. There's a vast array of other opportunities, whether it be aligning with YouTube audiences, more sophisticated targeting, or non-standard custom executions. There really are so many different dimensions for brands to capitalize on.